Selected from the entries received from the KwaZulu-Natal region and beyond, the 10 regional finalists converge on the Umhlanga Pier to get briefed by the judges on their challenge in a bid to find the next brand ambassador.
I'm Siyamthanda, I'm 26 years old, from Durban. I'm a candidate architectural technologist, social entrepreneur. I am the next brand ambassador because I bring a new dynamic and energy to the team.
My name is Dr. G, formerly known as Noganda Gwala, and I'm an artist. I do trap music, I'm a radio host, and I'm a creative director. And I'm vibey, I'm funky. I pretty much represent that.
My name is Nomtsikelelo. I'm hard to miss. I'm bubbly, energetic, enthusiastic, and definitely passionate about life.
I'm Jean-Luc. I'm 23 years old. I'm a student, model, and musician. I really get on well with people, and I'm a great communicator.
I'm Lauren Justine, I'm 25 years old, I'm from Wentworth. I'm fun, I'm loving, I'm bubbly, I'm down to earth, I'm adventurous, I'm ambitious, and I'm definitely not your average girl that you're gonna come across.
I'm Ayanda Mkunu, 29 years old. I'm a young, jovial individual with a passion. I'm driven, forward-thinking, and I am your next.
I'm Nandi Madida, and I'm here to flourish. I bring creativity, I bring art, and I bring my imaginative leadership skills. And so I'm here to slay.
I'm Tania Fredericks from Port Elizabeth. I'm larger than life, and I'm bringing the flames, the drama, the action. Other contestants have to watch out.
My name is Siyamthanda. I'm from the Eastern Cape Mthatha, but I currently live in Durban. I'm a content creator, a brand impactor, and a brand influencer. So for me, this is more than just a competition. I'm here to make an impact. I'm here to make a change.
I'm Richard Baker, and I've spent the last 12 years working throughout Africa, and I've been fortunate enough to have worked with most of the key brands that play on the continent.
My expectations for the competition is that it's going to be really tough.
I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of twists and turns. I think the safest thing to say, it's going to be unexpected.
I'm nervous because I don't know what to expect and what the challenge is going to be.
We're standing there, the judges walk towards us, they instantly commanding and demanding your attention, so it's a whole lot of nervousness going on. We don't know what to expect, we're just standing there, we're waiting to see what sort of personalities these judges are bringing.
As I see them walk down and I recognize the faces, it's real and it's game on.
Sanbonani! Yeah. Welcome, Durban, to your very first challenge for the next brand ambassador. Now, as you may know, this is my hometown. Yep, so expecting a lot from you guys.
As many of you know, this industry is really quite challenging. And so a very good balance of creativity and logic is going to help you go very far in this competition.
Congratulations! You are the regional top 10 for Durban and outside of Durban. However, after this challenge, only 5 of you will make it to the next round.
I didn't see 5 going home so quickly, and just being like 1 or 2. 5 is a lot.
So your brief for this week is to create a billboard that will be used to promote our show. Not only that, you also have to create a human billboard activation that will also support the brand.
For this challenge, you will be judged on teamwork and your collaboration as a team. You will be judged on the creativity of your concept and, of course, the execution.
It's exciting that we get to meet and to work with these 3 powerhouses.
Seeing them in the moment, they bring with them such an energy, and it's just great to be standing there and you feel alive.
So straight after this, you'll have a masterclass with literally the best in the business in terms of creative direction. So please do take notes.
We're looking for something fresh and something new. Something that hasn't been seen before, and I would know if it's been done before. We're looking for creativity that's vital, and only the next level of thinkers will make it to the top.
So Durban, make sure that you understand the brief, make sure that you deliver to the brief, and of course make sure that it is amazing. Okay, hashtag be the brand. All the best with that.
Good luck, contestants. You're going to need it.
The brief is really easy. It's not something that I expected, but I think I'm up for that challenge.
Because this is about Cafe Deck, so we need to market them, market us, market, not have all the people that does designing and stuff. We one. So we need to like explore how the design is, right? And also how the audience receives us on TV. As well as like branding, that's all the next year.
This girl, her data doesn't finish. Her data is like, it doesn't deplete. It's like, ho, 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 ho.
Let's hit the road.
Let's go do this.
Let's go.
You know, when you walk into the Hardy Boys, you get that feeling of like you've made it. It's very corporate, but it's also very relaxed. It's definitely a space that I could get used to.
You see screens all over, you see paintings all over, you see all the awards that they've done, and it gives you a sense of belonging because you are in this place and everyone around you is just push, creative, and you want to find your spot.
Walking into the masterclass, we expect quite a lot because we're going to be taught and mastered by really the best of the best in the industry. So feeling confident, amped up, and to grasp and learn as much as we can from them.
Hey, good morning everyone. I'm Tracy. I'm going to be taking you through some design skills and how to articulate your brand. I'm going to try and give you a little bit of a brief overview, something that normally takes years to study, but we're going to try and give you the cheat version. Okay. So just a few pointers on designing billboards today. So first of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about articulating a brand. So a brand is not just a logo, it's got a personality. So when you're thinking about how to communicate that brand, you're trying to tell other people in the world what your brand is. So each brand has its own personality. So your starting point is you need to think about your brand that you want to talk about and discover for yourself what the personality of that brand is and how you want to portray it. So can anybody remember what was on that billboard?
Less is more. That's what really does stand out for me in terms of color and wording as well. That it's very important because people only have about 7 seconds to catch your billboard. So if it doesn't catch them in that 7 seconds, you've already lost them.
The way that Tracy was able to unpack exactly what was expected of us and what was required, I just think the experience showed through there. It just sort of gave us a foothold moving forward.
One thing that Tracy mentioned was that a presentation always consists of 3 things: quirky, bold, or sophisticated. That was really nice.
I've learned a lot about how to get the creative ball rolling, also a lot about being more concise and about delivering the message that we wanted to deliver to the public.
Anything goes, as long as people get it.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for Pleasure.
It's going to be tricky working with 9 people I've never met before, 9 different personalities from 9 different backgrounds.
It's going to be pretty difficult because we all just met each other. So it will take some lead from some of us so that we can just get on with it. Okay guys, so we've all decided we're going to split our group into 2. So by the show of hands, who's going to be working on the human billboard? So the other 5 guys will be working on the life-size actual billboard.
Okay, so who wants to be a team leader?
Show of hands, any volunteers?
Okay, yeah, I'll be a team leader.
But you can't be a team leader because you're more of a speaker than a listener. So we need someone who's going to listen.
Now that I think about it, it actually does
I can
make
be a
sense,
team
honey.
leader.
But you can't be a pitcher and a team leader. It just doesn't make
I
sense.
can swap, you can pitch, and then I'll be a team leader.
Okay, then.
I'm shook because she actually put it out there straight, no filter, no nothing. And in my mind, I'm like, yes.
I elected myself as a leader because I was trying to get rid of someone else from becoming the leader. And that is Tennille.
You can't be the leader and the picture. Dude, really? Okay.
It's a competition scenario. Everyone's firing on all cylinders. Everyone's got their opinions. There's the drama queens. There's this, there's that. It's just, imagine agency mayhem on steroids. It's just, you're going to have some interesting outcomes, either which way you look at it.
Let's get crunching with this.
Let's do it. So the plan is we're going to split into 2 teams. One team is going to address the billboard. The other is going to look at the human billboard activation element. The key thing is to make sure we've got a consistent thread throughout the campaign.
Everyone seems to be inspired, so I think the creative flow will be rolling.
Where do you want to put the words?
Maybe on top, because most of the billboards that we see always have the wording at the bottom.
The plan moving forward now is to find out what everybody else is good at, allocate tasks for each and everybody else in the team.
We need to make a great billboard, number 1. Number 2 is to actually get to see who is capable of what.
So that's the one idea. So the judges are all looking up at this message.
Can we focus back on the original plot twist of this entire design?
Our concept is doing something that the public and people have not seen before. So we want to reverse the roles and show that celebrities can also have their icons as well.
Everyone is actually on the same page. They're loving it, and I'm glad that we actually came to a conclusion.
Tomorrow morning, when we come, we know exactly who's going to graphics, who's directing the judges. We are set. We're ready for action.
Perfect. High five, guys.
Bank better to live better with Capitec.
It's day 2. The plan is very clear. Things are looking good. We know what we're supposed to do. We know the concept, and it's quite good.
There has been a slight change that we have to sort amongst ourselves with regards to the models, but that is our plan moving forward.
Our task for the day is to do a photo shoot with the judges, and we've been allocated a photographer and studio.
First thing we've done is to brief Justin, the photographer, on the look that we want, what we're trying to capture, and just give him a bit of a background on what the campaign and the concept is so that he can actually, understand it.
So we're going to have a few silhouettes in there, but like real life people will be like with it, and then the judges, and then because it's elongated a bit, it's an extended A1 size.
I don't know why Sakila is here. Like, he doesn't belong here. He's literally taking over everyone's roles and being everywhere, and it's not supposed to be that way.
Personally, I feel that Sakila, with his experience, he knows what he's doing, but I feel like he's treating us as we don't know what we're doing.
That's perfect.
But yeah, we can go landscape, that's fine.
That works.
That
works.
Are you guys happy with it?
I'm happy with this.
Everyone in favor?
That's cool.
Thank you so much. While one group is handling the photo shoot, we're here going to meet the graphic designers just to give them an overview of what we need from them. Lauren decides that she needs to be on the photo shoot for whatever reason. Maybe she got excited. So now the rest of us have to get the work done. And I'm not supposed to even be here, but it's okay. We all take up the slack and do the work.
Yay!
Morning!
Good morning.
How are you doing?
We're good.
We've just got a few things to play around with in terms of the billboards. We've got 2 teams, one with the human billboard and one with the big billboard. So you will be doing a group shot together that we're just going to try to get around that creative and the design of what our ideas were. We do have a director that's going to also just like give you props to play around with.
Props?
Yes.
All right, just so that we're clear, this is not a reality show for yourselves. This is a real job interview for you, and it's very serious.
I'm very concerned because we had agreed on one thing for valid reasons. Now we've got people who are supposed to be with graphics that are now in the photo studio. Yeah, we really wanted to do something different, something that the public has never seen before. It's gonna be fun, so we just hope you guys trust us.
Okay, so what do we do? The judges are confused and surprised because we're taking them out of their comfort zones.
Okay, so this is our example. So Nandi, since you have
Hold on. So we've been called, we got on set, but I don't know what I'm doing.
So maybe the concept.
What's the real brief?
What
are you trying to achieve?
Oh, you can't reveal
too much.
Okay.
So we're giving you a little bit of a taste, a little bit of drips.
We can't explain to them why we want them to pose for a certain way because we don't want to reveal too much about the presentation. We want them to be a bit surprised, but I don't think any of them are getting it.
Okay.
You're to me a lot of smiles. Let's see at the end of this channel.
And in fact, it was actually more about that, with creative work, you can talk a lot about stuff, but it's actually about what you're going to show at the end.
True. Absolutely, and I'm trying to understand what is it that you're trying to get done.
Okay, so Nandi, since you have the social media presence, we're going to have you taking a selfie. Sylvester, you'll be one. So
I hate selfies.
As a grown woman and mother of 2, it's a little bit dated, yeah.
It is intentional.
That just throws up. It's like, whoa.
Are you willing to play with it?
Are you willing to play with it?
If it's intentional.
Yes.
Okay.
And okay, so Nandi, you'll be the one taking the selfie. Sylvester, you'll be the one serving the tea, which I know you'll never ever do. And Odette, you'll be the one fapping over someone, going crazy over someone.
It'll work.
It'll work.
I'm glad that it'll make sense in the end because do remember that we are also your judges. And
Absolutely.
our job is to make sure that we find the best brand ambassador. Yeah. So we're going to have to select 5, or we might not even select anyone.
And here's a thought.
Yes.
When you are in the business and you're talking to consumers as an ambassador, the consumer needs to get what you're saying from the onset. The consumer can't be confused. And right now, I'm trying to consume your brief, and I'm wondering, what is going on.
It is intentional.
It is intentional. So I think when the entire idea comes together, it will definitely make sense.
And who exactly are the directors?
Myself is one, and Reggie.
I'm one of them.
2 directors.
Yes, that's correct. Because there's
Who do
2
we take
directors.
direction from?
The judges really don't like the concept, but we're trying to convince them to play along with it.
And what are our places?
It's concerning me that there are only 4 people here with the graphics, and there are 6 people there. Because now we've been told that they're not using the actual models. So what are the 2 other people that are modeling there doing, or 3 or whatever? What are they still doing there instead of coming to assist us here?
Who's directing between the 2 of you?
I'm just like watching what's happening in the studio, and I'm just concerned because I see like Richard is directing and Lauren is also directing, and I'm just confused about that because that's not what we agreed upon.
I think with 2 directors, you're playing to the personality of the person you're photographing. It's a bit of good cop, bad cop, and also that way we're all getting the experience of actually doing this together, which is great.
I just need to stay composed because it is chaotic. And you know, at the end of the day, you want to be professional. You don't want to show the clients or the judges that we don't know what we're doing.
Sylvester's getting irritated at this point. Can I just say something? Sylvester, do you mind serving the tea, not holding the tray this way? The tea is supposed to be served this way.
But exactly, he's doing the exact same thing over and over.
Well, the graphics are going very well. The piece, everyone understands each other. We are telling the graphic designers what to do, and they listen, and we're coming up with ideas right on the spot.
We are trying to paint a picture to the graphics as to what we are expecting from both the big billboard and the human billboard. And there are ideas that as we go along, the graphics are telling us that using this wouldn't work. We had to think on the spot as to, okay, what do we use now? Because also bear in mind, we are running behind and we have to be on time.
So Sakira is taking pictures of the judges and saying that it's for reference points. I think he just took pictures to show that he knew some celebrities and that he was with celebrities. There's nothing more to it.
Lights, camera, action, and people change. Which is quite awkward, which is why then you find people trying to talk over each other.
Where we could have just had one shot, one clear director, because there was 2 people speaking. I'm speaking Lauren, I'm speaking Lauren.
Too many personalities, too many people wanted to shine.
I'm upset because I'm seeing all of these last minute changes being made. I'm trying to make a point. No one is listening to me. So I decided to walk out to get some fresh air.
Come on, Sia, pull yourself towards yourself.
People at the studio are calling.
Them on loudspeaker.
Hello.
Hey Noxie, I'm done at the studio. I've confirmed with the guys in terms of what we need with the judges, their poses and everything. Where are you guys so I can come through to the graphic designers?
We were actually working on the graphics.
We're just about done with that. So how far are you guys on your side with the actual direction?
I'm leaving them a bit early, but they're busy with the pictures now and the poses of the judges. So that should...
We're almost done with everything.
I'm gonna give them like 20 minutes. By like 11 o'clock they should be done, and then we should have the images so I can start with the graphic designers.
Are you wrapping up here as well? Because we've also got like a tight deadline we're chasing. So.
And also waiting on your pictures as well, so we can
we are waiting for
what we're working with.
Okay, I'm coming to the office like now. Give me 20 minutes.
Alright, bye.
It's snappy.
All 6 of you.
When I come back into the studio, the mood is still the same as I left.
Who's directing me in terms of instructions?
Okay, in
Who
terms
do
of
I listen
gesture,
to?
would you like me to come in here, please?
From looking from the background, I feel that the judges weren't fully briefed as much as they would have liked or as it should have been. I don't think they were treated professionally.
I tried taking direction, and then it was told to me that I'm not part of the direction team, so I'm stepping down.
Nice. Nice.
I decide that I'm going to take direction and I'm going to go and speak to the photographer to tell him that he should be the one making all of these suggestions. I mean, since they're not listening to me, they'll probably listen to him.
Lauren and Richard could have made more use of the photographer as a director, but they didn't, obviously.
They didn't know how to like sort of instigate the sitter, basically what to do. So I had to tell them 1, 2, 3, go. But then they were like talking over each other, so I think it confused the sort of subject.
It was more of a brainstorming activity with the graphic designers. It was organized in that sense. We handled it pretty much well because we all knew the brief, we all knew what we needed to do.
I go back to the graphic designers and no one is really taking care of what we'd agreed upon. The layouts are different, I see stars, big texts and hashtags that we didn't agree upon. At this point, I'm just worried.
The background. What is the color? Are we in agreement with this color or not?
He disagrees.
For this color.
Yeah. He's saying we should do white.
I don't not disagree. I'm quite
we need to say, how are the stars going to pop?
Solution here. We do both options since you guys both want the white. One wants the white, one wants the... So we're just going to do both backgrounds. Okay.
There's a lot of talking. I don't know if the designers even get what we're saying at this point.
Photography wrapped and Justin nailed it. We've got the shots we need, enough to play with, the safety nets there, we good.
That's the line.
Oh, it's the studio, guys. Hello.
Hey, how's everything there? Listen, we're sending through the images now. We wrapped up everything here. So we wrapped up everything here. We're sending through the images. So just be ready. We're on a roll here.
And the petrol price went up again.
Oh, flop. Fucking clip, ada. Sure. Oh, flop.
Don't double up on stress, triple up on value, and save with Cell C Ultra Bonus. That means an extra bonus to call on any network. Extra data, nama SMSs. When the struggling, Cell C Ultra Bonus. Life, it grabs.
Yo, man, in this bar.
Get on Cell C Prepaid and triple your recharge every time. Cell C, connect your way.
In advertising, marketing, time is everything.
That would help. Now it's starting to look great, it's starting to pop, it's coming together. So I'm actually now starting to get excited.
Sakila isn't happy that we chose those images, and he wasn't happy that we didn't give him enough to work with. We did what was required of us, and he didn't seem to like it.
It's lovely because it's still within the concept, but with the different people doing different things. Because too many people want to insert their spices into the biryani, we actually have something different.
Guys, are we satisfied with everything? Okay. So can we get this to the printers?
We've got a deadline to meet, eh?
Let's go, guys.
Let's go. We're rushing off to the printers. Time's ticking and it's peak hour of traffic. We're thinking we're not gonna make it or we won't be there on time. Minutes before the printers close, everyone is just running inside.
We were in a hurry, so we tried to not make it late, and luckily it's not late.
I haven't received anything yet.
We can forward it to you.
We speak to Wayne and he's telling us that they haven't even received stuff yet.
Talks. Did they give you an address of where this file needs to go? No. How are we getting it to the printers then? No idea. Okay.
We made a huge mistake by not making sure that the printers have received our images.
We forgot to tell the graphic designers where to send the final image. Yeah, we all forgot. It's bad. If we're working at an agency, we would be fired.
Now we have to ask everyone to stay and not go home. We finally managed to get the graphics and send the graphics ourselves to the printers guy.
And how quick could we get this?
You need this all tomorrow morning, or?
We're hoping right now that the printing guy is gonna make wonders work. We'll do whatever it takes. We can even stay at the studio with him just to make it happen.
Guys, it's like far.
At this point, I'm worried that we might not have it by tomorrow morning.
But the printers pull an all-nighter to ensure everything is ready for part 2 of the challenge.
The Human Billboard Activation Day. Looking forward to it. Are we gonna get interaction from people at the mall? This is Gateway. So the Human Billboards clearly state, there's a new show, don't miss out, SABC3, #BeTheBrand, because we want to promote the hashtag.
The Human Billboards are looking fantastic. That's exactly what Sakila wanted. What he wanted, not necessarily us.
What I love about the cutouts is that the holes are big enough to fit even the other contestants' big heads through. It's great.
The judges arrive. Obviously, we're a bit worried as to what are they gonna think.
to be honest. It looks like a lot of posters.
At this point, I don't think the judges like what they see.
Could have been much more impactful.
I'm not really feeling the judges' reactions to the billboards. I think they're playing their cards very close to their chest.
There was no wow factor.
They had proper resources available to them for this task.
Sure.
They had professionals at their disposal.
I'm not going to lie, they look a bit confused. I don't blame them, but they look pleased. They do look pleased.
At this point, you can't even tell what the judges are thinking. You just don't know if they're happy with what we're doing.
Zama and Ntsiki are screaming at people. I'm looking from far and I'm like, you're scaring the people.
At this present moment, now that the activation's starting, I'm doing my best actually. I'm engaging with people. The minute someone comes and takes a selfie, I'm there, I'm present, I'm happy, like, Capitag, Tim, Capitag.
People are hooting at us, the mood is exciting, everyone is excited, we're running around, we're having fun.
It is so much fun. We've got people on the road, we've got people around the mall, we're reaching a lot of people, we're doing a lot of engaging, and we've even got people that are passing by cars hooting and screaming brand ambassador. It is so much fun.
The judges love what they see. I saw what that looks on their face. It was exciting.
7:30 SABC 3.
Hashtag be the brand.
Don't double up on stress, triple up on value, and save with Cell C Ultra Bonus.
Cell C, connect your way.
We're heading up to the penthouse. This is where things get real. It's the judgment. Tension is thick. Anybody could be going home after this.
I'm feeling confident at this point that we did well.
Everything is going to plan. I feel like this is the final thing that we need to do. So I'm nervous, but everything looks like it's going great.
Welcome, contestants, to the pitch. My fellow judges and I are looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
I was supposed to pitch and Zama was supposed to pitch. All of a sudden last night we get phone calls, things are changing again. All of a sudden Jean-Luc and Sia again, and Zama is pitching. I'm like, okay, so what about me? I'm just going to have to remove myself out of the equation. There goes Port Elizabeth. Hello, Durban.
We had 3 billboards. The big one, we had a deconstructed version of the big billboard, as well as a cut-out selfie billboard.
Okay, so you had 3 iterations of a billboard.
Yes.
I have a question to ask. Just from this billboard, what were you trying to communicate?
With this billboard, the aim was to cause more of a feel of anticipation. What is going on? Why are they in awe of these 3 individuals? Since the brief was to promote a new show. And on this new show, the objective is to find 3 new ambassadors.
So could this be a presenter search?
It's a bit different from what we had initially said people were going to say, how they were going to introduce the product. And I can also see with the judges' faces, they look kind of confused.
What will the next brand ambassador do? What is their job if they get this job?
Yeah, I'd say it is to promote the brand, to be the face of the brand you're promoting.
And the skill set that you need?
Marketing.
Okay. That's what I was trying to hear.
I didn't expect the judges to be this hardcore.
It looks too animated. It doesn't look like we are looking for a brand ambassador who is actually going to work with the marketing team at Capitec.
Odette's very nerve-wracking. She's such a big inspiration and a big figure in this marketing and business world.
When I look at this billboard and I'm on a highway driving very fast at 100 kilometers an hour, I don't know if I'll catch the message. There seems to be a lot going on this billboard.
My heart literally sunk because they genuinely mentioned things that I can't say anyone in the team even thought about.
Do you believe, now that you look at your billboard, in the context of what you had learned in your masterclass with the experts who were there to help you and guide you, that you've achieved what you should have achieved in terms of creating a billboard?
So the next brand ambassador does say what it does, but I do think there's a disservice that's happening by not necessarily having the Capitec logo. So you're right, it's sort of a glass that's 3/4 full. It's not 100% full.
I completely agree with the judges. When they started saying the points that they are seeing, I'm like, actually, this looks like a music competition.
So I had a privilege of being one of the subjects on the billboard.
And when I got there, I was very excited about what you guys were selling to me. However, the shoot was quite chaotic.
Oh, absolutely.
Why was it such a mess?
There was only supposed to be one director per judge. And then when Lauren was busy directing, Richard jumped in. And that's when the confusion came in.
I'm sorry to intercept. I thought you had 2 directors.
We had 2, but it was 1 per judge, and then they had to be rotating.
So to Neil, the actual question I have for you specifically is, if you've put someone to direct, why are you like sabotaging them by getting involved in something that is not your role?
Comments that we're receiving are very posing, and some of our team members are starting to show the cracks, and it's about to go down.
What I particularly picked up was that on set you had a very experienced director, the director of the show. They were your resources. They were there to fill the gap for you so that you could get the job done properly. What I particularly also noticed was that on camera, there was a lot of personality coming out, and when the cameras are off and the task was being executed, a whole different set of people were seen.
People want to shine. That's why they keep on changing plans, because immediately they heard that the judges are at the photo studio, they all wanted to go.
So guys, the shoot was well planned, it seems, but the execution did not quite happen as planned. Who let you down?
I just said something. I think it wasn't about who let who down. It was about who's out competing who. Off camera, we decide something. On camera, something totally different happens.
So, you need to let me know, from your point of view then, Neil, who did not deliver to the task of the shoot?
I'm not throwing anyone under the bus.
Okay, then it's you.
Then it's you.
We're all to blame for the Billboard not getting the thumbs up from the judges.
Our indecisiveness was a big contribution to everything that went wrong.
There are people that honestly did not come to the party.
Richard?
Yeah.
Which 5 members of your team do you believe did not perform and should not go through to the next round?
It's not for me to say. I think I'm not a judge. You've seen what we did.
I'm not one of your team members. I wasn't allocated tasks. You were a team member. You are best poised to say who within your team did not deliver.
I felt everyone delivered. Every shoot has its element of chaos and confusion. I've shot with Manchester United, I've shot with Chelsea. I've shot...
Musu Zenzu clever. Because you're in KZN. Those who know what I'm saying is, stop trying to be clever. Simple. Clearly there were issues. And you cannot be 100% proud. Musu Zenzu clever. 5. Azish.
I would have to say the guys that I feel are strongest, so you can take it the other way, and it was strong. Lauren, you golden. This man over here, you might disagree at times. You are good. And you are going to be good.
So there's 5. So you've got 4 that are good and 1 that's going to be good.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Richard is pointing out the 5 people that he thinks are strong, and he does not point me. It's just one man for himself at this point.
You know us now on a personal level. No, you've only known us for like 2-3 days.
By this stage, it's the Wild West. Every man is for himself.
It was hard for me to grasp the fact that, okay, we're working as a team, but now why do you want to be an individual in the sense that you're
is that?
a team?
Who are those people, or who is that person?
The person who I think is, and as I said, it's okay to be a leader, it's good, as Sakile, in the sense that he did want to control things, but I believe it is because he's experienced, he knows what he's doing. Up to yesterday, we decided something, and this morning it was something else, and yeah. But
so here's the thing, when you work in a professional environment, you have different personalities.
Yeah.
You are thrown from one project to another. There are different levels of experience. There are difficult clients, difficult suppliers, and excuses about team members changing their minds, etc., etc. It can't happen.
I am quite annoyed at this point because Jean-Luc is lying. I think everyone in the team is shocked at this point because it's not true.
Ooh, the clothes are coming out. They're out.
As I would tell him off air, it's not to run him down, it's more of a constructive criticism. It's completely 100% how I felt, and I got nothing against the guy.
I think Sakile is definitely blamed for the billboard because he was the one that was pushing this idea and he wasn't listening to anyone's input.
We are all to blame. We need to take accountability of where we went wrong.
The outcome of the project was not only what you were being judged on, you were clearly briefed on teamwork as well. Abandoning your team to go and take a moment, chopping and changing, I'm talking over people is not on. It's just disrespectful. And this team, in my opinion, I have questions about all of you going through to the next round.
No one wanted to serve. And that's why, Durban, you've disappointed me.
Too many chiefs.
And just to reiterate that, the billboard reflects exactly that.
I must agree with you. I'd like to reserve my rights at this point to perhaps not take anybody through or take less than the 5 through.
Thank you. You may be excused.
5 will leave, possibly more. Probably none of us at all.
At this point, I feel uneasy. I don't even know if I've made enough of an impact.
I deserve to be in the top 5. I gave this task my all.
Bank better to live better with Capitec.
We have such a dichotomy of invisible people and overbearing people in this group.
Okay, seems clear to me.
Absolutely. Let's get them in.
We're walking into absolute silence. Everyone is just quiet and the judges are just staring us down and ready to hand us over.
It's a scary moment, very hostile, like you don't know what's gonna happen next.
Anyone's going home. 5 people are going home.
Welcome back, contestants. If it were up to me alone, none of you would be going through to the next round.
I feel like I could just fall on the floor any minute. I'm scared.
My stomach is literally turning at this point. I'm so nervous.
However, after deliberation with my fellow judges, we have identified that some of you have some potential and it will definitely be the end of the road for some of you.
I don't deserve to be in the bottom 5. Like whoever does deserve to go home and fail. No, I don't. I've invested a lot.
You work together as a team, but you will be judged individually. So when I call your name, please step forward. Sakile, Jean-Luc, please step forward.
I've put my best foot forward. I've been myself and I've been true to what I know and I've been a team player.
I've been genuine throughout this whole campaign, this whole challenge, and I hope that the judges judge me on that.
I actually like the contrast. Ego, humility. Fame hungry, accountable. Accountability is key. Less of an ego. Working with the team. I don't think you realize how loud your personality is.
There's just a misconception and a misunderstanding and a misrepresentation of what I've done and who I am and how I presented myself throughout.
You're young, you're humble, you're accountable, and I love that about you.
Thank you.
But you don't have the skill set yet. If you keep that though, and you're willing to learn and to listen, you can do better.
One of you is in and one of you is out. Jean-Luc, you're in. Sakile, you're out.
I think that the impression the judges have of me at this point isn't accurate at all. Everyone was just shocked.
I'm happy, I'm very happy. This is amazing. I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna use the advice that was given to me and I'm gonna slay now.
Ayanda, Zama, please step forward.
Feeling confident, but not that confident. I'm just fingers crossed, hoping that they saw the good in me.
I'm 50-50. Could be in, or I could be out.
Ayanda, as judges, we think there's something here and we would love to see more of you. Congratulations, you're in. Thank you. Zama, we struggled with you. We're not quite sure where your skill set was, where your involvement was, and as a next brand ambassador, would need to be clear exactly where to pin you. I'm afraid you're out.
It's ouch. Didn't really see it coming, but it's a shocker. I'm shook, that's for sure.
Lauren, please step forward. Nkwanda, please step forward.
I'm confident with myself in the sense of I do feel like I'm worthy of being in the top 5.
So Nkwanda, what happened there exactly? We struggled as judges to figure out where were you in this process. And Lauren, you were the director of the show, and some of the team members really did steal your shine. Lauren, we would love to see more of you. You're in. Nkwanda, unfortunately, your journey ends here.
I'm not so surprised. I'm not, because I also feel like I let people overshadow me.
Excited, ecstatic, thankful, humble, and ready for whatever's coming next.
Nomtsikelelo, please step forward. And Tennille, please step forward.
Aibo, now I think I deserve to step in the top 5. I'm deserving of a spot there. I will not even lie. I envision myself there going to Cape Town on that flight like, bye, hashtag Cape Town goals.
Nomtsikelelo, you were missing for us. What happened?
Honestly, nothing happened actually. I was there. I think I was a team player. I was creative. I was present. I worked very hard. We planned that, okay, this is what's going to happen. Then all of a sudden, now people allocate themselves or shift and move. So as a team player, I had to, say, okay, that's fine. You go do that. Let me attend to this.
And why didn't you say anything earlier?
What's done is done at the end of the day, and what happened did happen.
The next brand ambassador can't just sit back. The next brand ambassador needs to stand up. And this really did cost you. I'm afraid you are out.
No, I'm not going to Cape Town. I'm going somewhere else.
Tennille, lots of drama. And perhaps if we direct it, it could actually be good for you. And as your judges, we would love to see more of you. You're in.
I feel so excited. I'm literally over the moon.
There's the drama. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Richard, please step forward. Siyamthanda, please step forward.
And then there were
2 that I am absolutely not convinced should go through. Richard, you have 30 seconds to convince me why you should get my vote to go through to the next round, starting now.
Because I think I can take the Capitec brand forward. I know that sounds arrogant, it's not coming from a place like that. I just think I have the experience to take it places that could be beneficial.
Thank you. Siya.
I'm a content creator and a brand influencer. I'm growing. I want to make more impact, and I feel I could grow with a brand like Capitec. I could have an impact into the industry.
Thank you. I'd like to say this as a mom. It's a Zulu word called utetem. I have a toddler. He's 2 and he's allowed to do that. Walk off, needs to cry, and come back. And we all think it's cute because he's 2. You're not 2.
Absolutely.
You're an adult. And Richard, you don't need this. You said, worked for Manchester United, worked with this person. Why are you here?
My concerns with you, Richard, is that I don't see the hunger. Siya, I worry that you're going to throw a tantrum around every corner and leave your team stranded. That said, we can work with building your confidence. We can't make you hungry. Richard, it's the end of the road for you.
Thank you.
Siya, congratulations. You've secured your spot in the next round.
Well done.
Making it through to the next round is such a relief. I've got so much to prove. I've got a lot to do, and I'm looking forward to the next challenge.
To those who have been eliminated, thank you very much. For those who've made it to the top 5, congratulations. You have a lot of work to do.
Thank you.
I've loved being with these guys. That's it, I have. These guys are the future of the industry, and these are guys that are just hungry and ambitious, and they're just clawing their way up, and it's cool. It's definitely awesome. I loved it. There's not a thing I'd change, not even not getting through.
On the next episode of The Next Brand Ambassador, it's all about lights, camera, and action, as the 10 regional finalists from Cape Town and beyond are challenged with producing both a television and a radio promo.
Ever wonder what it takes to be the next brand ambassador? Is it personality, marketing skills, or pure star quality?
Another feel-good production.